Hey guys, what is going on? This is Ip of RageQuitTV, going to be casting a game between Dhc.Xluos and Liquid Jinro. It is a TVP on Entombed Valley, and I know I am probably butchering this guy's name so hard, so if you know the pronunciation, please let me know in the comments below. Anyways, DHC is a former Chinese Warcraft 3 clan, and if you didn't know, Warcraft 3 in China is comparable to Brood War in Korea. It was just so big there. They have so many spectators. It is absolutely ridiculous. There's this Chinese StarCraft 2 unfeatured streamer on Team Liquid called Hui, and he routinely gets between 1,000 and 2,000 viewers. And that is not through Team Liquid because, again, he is unfeatured. That is through the Chinese gaming portals, which just shows how big the scene is over there. And again, Liquid Jinro, I have fallen in love with his TVP. Those mass nukes late game have just been so fun to watch. And he is starting to get really nice scouting, has great scan timings, and his SCV scouting is phenomenal lately. He always gets in, gets his SCV a little bit hidden, and then goes in a little bit later and gets any key information letting him know, okay, I can safely take my expand. I don't have to build 2 bunkers. Ooh, I can take another expand because he is playing really greedy. Jinro has been showing us some great games lately, and I've been so happy that Team Liquid released a replay pack of Jinro because he has the most entertaining games out of anyone on Team Liquid. Hero, his games are extremely entertaining or extremely one-sided. Jinro, though, his games are just always entertaining, man. This guy knows how to put on a show. He quit school at 16 to become a professional Brood War player, and he is currently 23 years old, so that just shows how long he has been doing this. And, well, it just shows he is a very talented player. I know he can't wait until Heart of the Swarm when mech becomes a little bit more viable. I am sure that he's hating the new idea that Blizzard has come up with a anti-mech TVT weapon known as a long-range rocket launcher, pretty much. Maybe it's comparable to Big Bertha in Total Annihilation, which I absolutely loved. That game was way ahead of its time. That is possibly my favorite RTS. It's a shame it didn't get a bigger following, but if any of you played Total Annihilation, you will back me up. They knew how to cater to a audience. You could just like make your own units. They had so many downloadable units. It was just such a cool game. But anyways, going back to StarCraft, we do have Jinro building this Reaper, and we did see this before. He got the Reaper and didn't actually do any damage. So this time we'll see what the Reaper does. I mean, the game before was a TVP that I casted, and he didn't even go in the Protoss base. He just used it to hold the Zell Naga Tower. The SCV is going to be getting in, and we'll be seeing that is a 1-gate expand. And this may be what he saves his Reaper for, because with the 1-gate expand, the Stalker gets really delayed, and that Reaper can just do terrible amounts of damage. The 7x score is about halfway. Reaper is going out across the map. There is a probe on the watchtower, and poor Probert. He is going to be going down, meeting his death with 3 shots of those P45 Gauss pistols? What is with Terran and their Gauss? Whatever that technology is, it's pretty good because the Reaper, Marine, and Ghost all use different versions of those rifles/pistols. Reaper is going to come in and see if he gets any more worker kills. Nice target firing on Jinro, doing the starter stepping and targeting on those probes, and showing he hits the same ones, up to 4 kills, and this thing has already paid for itself. Doesn't get much scouting information, but man, did he kill a lot. The SCV also staying in the base relatively long. Can see the Nexus has 32 energy, so it was chrono boosting either units or probes. I didn't really catch that. But the key thing is, it wasn't chrono boosting this cybernetic score. And that is a big hint at Jinro saying, okay, he's not rushing to get that, so he may not be putting on a lot of pressure. If I had to guess, I'm going to say this does finish around 7 minutes. Maybe 6:45, between 6:45 and 7 minutes if I had to guess. So that's when Jinro knows he really needs the defense up. He is getting the bunker up, and meanwhile, he did throw up his orbital command, does have that now, just finishing. And gonna be getting those Marines out, also getting stim first. A Stalker is coming. Jinro microing that injured Marine back, and deals with that, taking minimal loss. Just a few hits on a Marine, 1 shot, I believe, from that Stalker. But Xluos only took a little bit of HP on that Stalker, like a sliver, 8 damage. Zealot took a little bit more at 18, but getting away relatively clean. do have a Nexus being built for the third base, and that is possible in Entombed Valley because it's so easy to defend. If Jinro wants to attack, he has to go up one of these ramps. Put an observer like right here, and then he can see where Jinro is going. The sentries kind of sit in this one small area, and they can force field either one. The thing he has to be careful for, though, are Ghost. If a Ghost does come, a scan happens, gets the high ground, and EMPs all the sentries, that can be terrible news, as then these ramps are no longer fortified by the Protoss, and Jinro can go up there and do a lot of damage. We do have Jinro getting this wall up immediately with all those supply depots. And it's 46 to 53, so not a huge differential. We'll see, has Jinro used any scans? No, he hasn't. We do have a single forge right now going for that armor upgrade, and that is key. You always want to get armor upgrades against Terran, unless you're MC and you're like, my micro is so good, my units aren't going to take damage because I'm just going to micro my heart out. And but the key thing is, generally if their units get more shots than your units, the armor's going to help you more. Because, well, they just get more shots, so that -1 happens a lot more than your +1. And with Stim and these Marines, they fire so much. Getting that +1 armor with a Guardian Shield will reduce this 7 damage to just... well, they natively have 1 armor, so that's 6. And then you take away 3, so that would be 3 damage instead of the 7 with that +1 armor upgrade. Jinro is getting a missile turret. Did he use a scan? No, he didn't. Just kind of his safety. Stalker is hiding in this one brush. Not really a big deal that the Stalker's in it. It's much bigger if Marines are in here, because Stalkers can kite Marines all day. So with the brush here, the Marines can safely hold this watchtower, and the Stalkers can't really kite them because they can no longer see them. We do have Jinro going to be taking out these destructible rocks, and the factory has started to move out. And we'll see if Jinro's factory is as good as Marine King's, and by that I mean just drawing fire. And again, see the Terran player only going on 3 gases. That is definitely key. Doesn't really need to get 4 gases until he wants to get another starport up. And he'll do that if he thinks Colossus are coming, so he can get a lot of Vikings very quickly. But until then, he wants to get a lot of medevacs, just in case the storm does come out. And if you don't have a lot of medevacs when storm is out, then your units are going to have a bad time, because storm will just decimate your units, and you won't have anything to heal them up. And this one Marine is definitely a junkie. Second stim going down. He is just doing a suicide mission in here. Can click on a mineral patch. See 1400 on that, 1300 on this one, so he has an idea. Oh my god, this base was up for a very long time. Gets in here. The charge is done for those zealots. Some nice micro by Jinro, but great force fields by Xluos. And looks like Jinro will not be able to take all these out. Putting his units in this medevac, going to be getting them a little bit further away. The force fields just keep on coming. More charge lots warped in. And I think he's going to easily hold this third base. Jinro has even more units coming in. Again, putting his units in the medevac, getting away from those force fields, and now just running back. The factory going to come in here, try to absorb shots, but nothing really shoots the air. The sentries, that's all the DPS he's going to mitigate. The zealots don't really get messed up by that factory unless it lands. And those sentries, oh my god, the factory may have been a return magnet, as one sentry does fall. Could have been a lot worse. Observer here just seeing the reinforcement stream across, so he knows this is not going to be letting up anytime soon. Orbital command morphing on this third base. +2 armor just about done. He does have doesn't have +1 attack at all, but his blink is almost done. Getting that immortal out. One Marine is going to stem up, sees the units here, and landing the factory. Oh my god, Jinro! Now these zealots have so long to traverse, and Jinro could go up on this high ground and get a huge advantage, but he is going to snipe that robo facility, denying the Colossus play for so much longer. And now getting on this ramp is going to have the high ground advantage. Some nice micro by Jinro. And is he going to pick up and go to the low ground? Yes, he is. But the Stalkers do blink down, and the medevacs are going to be forced to retreat, losing 2, and no, not 3. Medevac lives with 5 HP. Holy cow, some Marines on a rally point of death. Zealots are going to start chasing them, that Marauder and 2 Marines. They've seen better days, but wait, maybe they will get away. The Marauder, no. Sadly, wait, no, he does get away. Factory, though, looks like it will be taken out. Kudos to Jinro, and what a bad spot for this pylon, allowing the factory to get that wall. Jinro may want to go home with this medevac. It will just die with a sentry, I guess, would even kill that. 5 health left on that. The sentry is dealing 6 damage. So yeah, even a sentry would just show that medevac who is boss. And a lot more gateways going up by Xluos, keeping those forges building. A little bit high on chrono on that one. Nexus 81, 100 on this one, and 100 on this. Not doing the best chrono boosting. And the supply is very even. Jinro wants to go back up here. Storm is not done yet. Only a quarter of the way there. So Jinro can hit a timing. But again, he doesn't know the storm isn't done. So it doesn't look like he wants to put on any aggression. Does not want to go up that ramp just because, well, that storm could just make his life a living hell. Staying a few units at a time, trying to assassinate these Templars. He is not getting a Ghost Academy right now, not building Ghost, so I assume he doesn't have one. Let's go quickly to a barracks. No Ghost Academy. Wait, that's on a reactor. Nope, no Ghost Academy. And Jinro, what is he going to be up to? Getting another Orbital Command and another base, so he is going to be double expanding right now, or at least just getting another command center up, kind of for supply. Well, he's got to get a supply depot. He's got 2 on the way, so... But command center, getting the orbital command, very cost efficient if you can pull it off instead of a supply depot. Because you build it and then after like 2 or 3 mules, it pays for itself. Supply depots, they don't pay for themselves. So it's never really a bad idea if you have the spare minerals to just build another command center and get it into an orbital command. We do have a Marine stimming along. Another Marine looks like he wants to just get a scout on where the army is. Storm is going down. Jinro knows that is there, and those Templar have been out for a while now, and all have a lot of energy, and also the one Templar just sitting here waiting for a drop to come. And this is starting to approach the game where a lot of Terrans have problems against Protoss. Those Storms just do decimating amounts of damage. And even Marine King has shown he has issues with this part of the game. Jinro is going to be cutting backwards. Scan does go down and sees all those Templars. And does he have Ghost yet? I don't believe so. He is getting that 3-3 Protoss at 1-3. Now getting that +2 armor while getting +1 shields. Xluos is an upgrade beast and a drop going down in this main. Doesn't look like it's going to do all that much damage. Medevac does get feedback. 2 HP left. And there's Zealous just saying, though, man, I wish we could do something. And that Templar gets almost sniped. So close there, but no cigar for Jinro. We do have the 4th base established. And late game nukes can be really good because if you get your Protoss, well, we'll talk about it after this little battle does go off. Jinro with a beautiful Marine split right now, controlling his units like a boss, getting back out of there before the storm does too much damage. That man knows how to split his units now. Look out, Jinro has learned out how to micro big amounts of bio. But again, if the army ever gets right here, Ghost right here can just nuke contain. You can nuke right here, you can nuke right here, and you can nuke right here, and the Protoss can't really get to your Ghost to stop it from happening. If you get a Ghost up here, well, you can nuke in this area too, so it is a very good usage to attack this 4th base with nukes. I have seen Jinro do it in the past. That's why I've actually learned it's so good. Jinro keeping his forces split up. I don't like how he has all the medevacs up in this one area. Doesn't have a good split on the medevacs, and we do have Xluos coming in here, and Jinro showing he wants to attack that. Observer does see that. Look at Jinro's bio control right now. It is ridiculous. At the same time, going to come in, deny the 4th base, and he is going. No, he is not going to be doing that. Just going to take out this one pylon and get his units out of there. Xluos looks like he wants to go in. Jinro may want to go for this round right here. And he will be getting a flank off as his army comes in from the bottom right. Here it is. Colossus is there, and the gateway units aren't there to defend those Colossus. One does go down. That second one does fall as well. Big storms go off on Jinro. Jinro backing out of those storms. Still has a lot of medevacs. These medevacs not going to be going down. Xluos doesn't have too much anti-air. All the bio is getting healed. These 2 medevacs kind of pulling Xluos' army away. Templars still have a lot of energies. Some of them, actually like 3 of them, still have 200. That is a lot of storms for Jinro to deal with. And still not really getting any Ghost. Snipes 2 Templar right away. Now gets 3. There's 1 Templar left. Actually, there's 2 more Templars back here with storm energy. Has so many Templars. There's Zealots charging and immediately deciding to go back. Jinro has the one Marine right here, waiting to see when that 5th base does get taken. Does have 2 orbital commands right here, just landing mules right now, not be taking another base. Jinro scans looking for any observers, gets that one washout, can see this whole army, gonna start splitting up his units. And very nice split. Their Zealots gonna be backing off. Templars do come in, gets a nice storm off. Another storm goes off on Jinro's force. Those Marauders are just tanking the storm right now. And we do have some excellent micro by Jinro, keeping his units so split up. Now going to be coming in, trying to take out this one Archon. The Colossus, 2 Colossus are there. Not too much of a gateway force to protect them. And Jinro takes out 1 Colossus, and now the other one out of shields. Going to be going for that. That 2nd Colossus does fall. Xluos cannot just hold on to his Colossus. Jinro, 175 supply. Xluos, 128. Scan does go down. A lot of Zealots back here. Keep in mind, Xluos still probably has high Templars back at base. More storms going off from the back, like he is putting such good high Templar control, decimating Jinro's Bioforce. Jinro will have to back off, and look at all those medevacs. They will be falling. If the medevacs go down, those do not get reproduced that quickly, and that is what's keeping Jinro alive during all these storms. Every single medevac does fall in that engagement. And now Jinro going to be rebuilding those medevacs. Has 2 more starports on the way. He's going to need to take these gases relatively soon, I think, to keep up on all this starport action. He has 2 right there. Maybe he's going to go into battle cruisers, something we did see Tasia do before. We'll see what those starports end up getting. Looks like just produce them, not worried about reactors at this point. There goes the Ghost Academy. Does have the Ghost upgrade for that energy, so we will start seeing EMPs, and he needs that to deal with these Templars. Has proven he can snipe them, but there's just way too many Templars to snipe efficiently. This 5th base now going up for a Protoss player. We do have Jinro landing. Holy moly, it is raining mules, guys. That is 8 mules on that mineral patch. Those minerals are going to be going up very high. We do have +3 shields on the way for the Protoss player. Jinro getting those ship level 1 weapons. And again, +3 shields. Templars just sitting away at all the bases. Looks like he took them away from the natural. Has 2 cannons here instead. Jinro at 200 supply. Xluos at 182. We do have a probe. Looks like he wants to take yet another base. Jinro going to take out these rocks and leave them at 25 HP. Scans and can see this army. And those rocks have been taken out now. Another scan going down, looking at this army. Looks like it wants to engage where Jinro's goes right back here. And those high Templars again staying off in the back. Jinro has a small group of force going over to this 5th base. Going to stem up, take this Nexus out before it even comes up. Jinro dropping Nexus like they're hot. Storm does go off on a lot of the bio. Jinro now hurried up, trying to get his split going. We do have a Zealot morphing in. Jinro's now saying, oh, I don't want you to get reinforcements here. That is cheating. Cancels off whatever is whooping in. This Gateway Force does not want to engage when Jinro has a pre-split going. 3 Ghosts, or 5 Ghosts actually, in this army. That Nexus does get canceled. Storm's going down. This Marauder lives with 25 HP. And Jinro has started the nukes! 1 nuke on the way with 2 more Ghost Academies. Xluos has to make something happen, because once Jinro gets up to like 5 nukes in his arsenal, you do not want to be playing against him one bit. He will make you just give up on the game because it becomes too frustrating to play. And now the Colossus may get sniped. Almost has enough Vikings to just take that out of the ground, I guess you could say. 4 Templars right here. EMPs going off, just missing the Templars barely. And more EMPs go off, hitting those Templars, but still some storms go off on that bio. And Jinro needs to back off right here. He has stemmed once. He's got to stem again, and then storms will just drop all of his units. Can no longer stem. If he stems, it will be chaos. And here we go. Those Archons dealing a lot of damage. Jinro does stem all his units deep in that red. Storm goes down, insta-gives all the Marines. 4 observers right here, and that does not look good for Jinro. Jinro overextending just a little bit. He had all those Templars EMP'd, but those Archons still deal a lot of damage, and 1 storm just insta-gives so many units. Once everything of yours is in the orange, stemming is almost suicidal, as you did see in that battle. Jinro was ahead. I think he may have been safe. I mean, it was even. If he attacked, he could have actually got ahead of the game. But I think Jinro's late game is something he is safe to fall back on. Because once he gets all those nukes, I have loved to see his play. So I don't know if engaging there was a smart thing to do, but he is reproducing very quickly. So not a bad move at all. They did trade evenly. We do see 178 supply to 175. Xluos really strained on minerals. Jinro strained on gas. And notice, he did not get these gas when I said he needed to get them. So if he had these gas, he would be much better off in a macro sense. SEV is now being sacrificed so he can go kind of above his normal 200 army supply. This one observer is seeing this one base, and the Protoss is going over there. These Templar way in the back. If Jinro catches wind of this, those Templars could go down, and that would be devastating. Scans go down. Those command centers are going to lift up. Lots of mules are going to go down. Jinro going to be moving those command centers out of the way. Few units stem up at a time. Storm preemptively goes off. One Templar goes down. Colossus right over here in the side. Jinro not targeting them down. Those Colossus getting back up to safety. Jinro right now focusing on those Templar with that one EMP. Zealots coming off in the back. Jinro stemming all his units right there. I don't know if he needed to do that. Little bit stem happy. They're now stemming a small group of units. And now got to kite these Zealots back. Nice blink by those Stalkers. Jinro 163 supplies. Xluos at 170, 187 as he goes up. Macroing during this battle. Jinro has a lot of bio right here, though. Zealots are forced to retreat. Vikings going to be slowly taking off. Big whiff on an EMP right there. Feedback's going off on Ghost. And just Marauders to deal with these Zealots. That is not what you want. They deal so little damage to those Zealots. As you see, they lived so long. 4 Ghosts now coming up from the back. Xluos, though, just going to be going away. Knows he has done his damage. Going to be re-macroing, getting a lot of Zealots. 124 supply for Jinro, 147 for Xluos, and Jinro has this one base up. These orbitals are going to land. Only one did go down. Still has one way over here. More medevacs being built. And Xluos has got this base up, as well as this big probe transfer going on down. This game could go either way. That observer goes down instantly, but keep in mind, there's still, oh my god, only one. You saw like 4 observers early on. Jinro has been sniping those, and that is what he is so good at. Holy Templars! Morphing into Archons. Jinro is going to need a lot more Ghosts just to blanket EMP. These Ghosts being cloaked, that's not what he wants. He needs to save this energy. That he's going to need so many EMPs. One Archon getting pushed with this, even pushed back. So good of control right now by Xluos. And a nuke is going off somewhere. No idea where that nuke is. At one of the bases in the bottom left, you can see the blue right there where my mouse is. We do have Jinro now cutting back all those Ghost Cloak. Does get a scan off. Sees no observers. Gets some beautiful EMPs on almost all the Templars. One left with energy. Gets that Storm off. Jinro going to be starting to split his units. Those Archons still have a lot of shields. And Jinro forced to pull on back to a bunker. Production now going to be under siege. Another nuke going off way over here at this one base, taking out a lot of those probes. Jinro, 55 workers killed. That Archon goes down. If he can hold this, he may come back. Xluos taking out a lot of that supply. Nuke lands. Now up to 74, 24. Oh no, was that 21 probes dead? Either or, it is a decimating amount. Xluos 106 supply, Jinro 85 supply, comes down with 2 Mars to snipe that one Colossus and one Archon. Running away, Jinro is going to be taking it, going to stem on back. And that medevac does fall. That Archon goes down as well. It looks like Jinro may be able to hold here, but those Templar have a lot of energy. Storm goes down. Jinro eats a lot of that damage. Blink comes down. This army supply is at 30 versus the 68. I don't know if Jinro can hold this game, but he could hope for a drop and possibly a regame. But no, Battle.net is too kind. We do have so many Templars right now. Excellent TVP. Bravo, Jinro. Bravo. You lost the game, but you have won my heart. And also, who is this Laos guy? Showing you the Chinese scene does have good players in. They are getting so good at this game. That was some excellent control, guys. And you may want to watch that TSL sometime because DHC was playing in that. And also, it is so big that Sen stays in that area. Even though maybe he's just loyal to his fans. But even those Koreans want to join foreign teams. But Sen, man, he is holding it strong for Gamma Bears. He has probably top 3 foreign Zergs easily. At times, I would put him above Stefano. As crazy as that sounds, he just doesn't get that much recognition. And maybe I'm wrong for saying he's above Stefano. I haven't seen him play in a long time. I just see Sen play, and it's so beautiful. But again, maybe it's because I don't see Sen play all that much. And I see Stefano play all the time. And that one last game, I casted Stefano and him not expanding when he should have. Saw the Colossus switch, and he was like, you know what? I'm just going to keep macroing up. When you see a Colossus switch, you know Protoss isn't going to be attacking for a few minutes to get up to 3 Colossus. But anyways, that's another game. We're going to get into SC2 gears right now. Hope you enjoy my casting. Again, big shout out to Team Liquid Pro. They know how to publicize their team, and they know how to put a replay pack together. Holy cow, are they doing good replays. And I plan to cast every single Jinro game in this replay pack. I have like 5 or 6 more, and they have all been good. This one may have been the best. Even though I was expecting nukes, I was hoping for nukes. I saw a TVP, I was going this game like, oh, it's more nukes. But sadly, it wasn't. But still, was an exciting game. Like, really, really exciting back and forth game. And, actually, before we go in SC2 gears, I kind of want to look at all the stims. Because, again, I think that's one of the big reasons people say TVP is imbalanced towards the Protoss. Because once you stim twice or 3 times, well, twice, your units are virtually 33% health. Then that Storm only has to do 66% of damage, and those are rough calculations, so not exact science like that. But you can just see how that can be an issue. Because EMPs, they can take Protoss like half health, correct? Your stims take your own units like a third of health. And then let's factor in Storms. Let's just say they're like EMPs balance-wise, and they can do 50%. Then your units are left with 12% HP, which means like a Colossus Laser Beam or a Zealot Psyblade is just going to come and just decimate you. If you think about it that way, maybe you'll think less towards the Imba and more towards, holy cow, Bio, late game, takes so much control. It is ridiculous how much control this Bio play does take. So, there we go, stimming up just a few units. And let me just highlight all these so we can see the stims. So, right now, this is his moment of opportunity to kill off a Colossus or 2. Right here. What he could do, bring all these units, kill these 2 Colossus, and then split his units down here. And kind of total up, say you come down that ramp, you're going to get mass EMP'd, and I'm going to take a little hit squad and go to all your other bases. Or he could also set up a little contain down here, cloak a few ghosts, kill this one observer with a Viking, and nuke push his way up into the army. How awesome would that have been? But anyways, that's just speculation. EMP goes off. And looking at this, you can kind of see the stims going off on his army. Has one big stim already. Has a lot of medevacs there, so he can heal through that stim. So one stim's almost ran out, and this medevacs actually healed him up much faster than I thought. Zealots coming in from the back. Stims every unit to deal with those Zealots. And how long does the stim last? So, let's see. It doesn't really say. Does it? No, it doesn't. Wow. I don't know off the top of my head. Maybe like 5 to 10 seconds? Probably closer to 10 seconds. But anyways, that stim does wear off, and now Jinro does come in, and he's got to stim his units all again. Now he's going to kite his units away. And right when he's done kiting, he's going to have to stim yet again, and all the medevacs now going out of position, can't heal his units up. So, didn't really overstim his Bioforce. Just engaging that wasn't really that good. I misspoke because he had so many medevacs to heal up through that stim. That's just a general problem. So, let's go in SC2 gears. So, Jinro playing that game relatively well. I think containing his opponent up that ramp, because once he goes up there, then he's kind of just stuck. And Jinro is free to macro up more units and then go up that ramp, while Xluos can't really get more units up the ramp. As Jinro saw, the pylon was outside. That's why those zealots got whooped in from the outside. So I think in that state, it would be much smarter to contain your opponent up there. But let's go. Where is this? Where are you, Dhc.Xluos? APM tab. Xluos has EAPM 121, Jinro at 122. Unit tiers, we can see, let's see, Jinro down here, nice macro. We have to probably change this off of 10. That is pretty short. 15 to a 33-minute game. This is really nice macro for a Protoss. Jinro has nice macro as well, but again, this little horizontal axis is not static. So at 15 granularity of a 30-minute game versus a 15-minute game, this is drastically different. In this, I think we should probably change it to 20. And then right here, Jinro may have been maxed out. Jinro's probably maxed out again, but good macro from both players. I'd really like seeing all these high Templars being built, all this dread throughout the game. Going over into my favorite tab in TVP, builds tech slash strat, or build slash tech stat statistics. Only 4 nukes built, 2 nukes landed. Not a huge nuking game by Jinro. 4 cloaks, 12 snipes, 29 EMPs, 45 storms, 12 feedbacks, 83 stims, 31 scans, 2 call downs, 16 force fields. Not that much, but let's go into the units. We have 73 High Templars built, 11 Colossus, 291 Marines, 227 Zealots, 30 Stalkers, 7 Sentries, 9 Observers, 1 Immortal. And that Immortal did not even get a chance to see the light of day, guys. Jinro sniped that. 2 Reapers were built. I only saw 1. Maybe 1 got canceled and built again. 40 Medivacs, 19 Vikings. Nice game. Overall, enjoyed it thoroughly. Hope you guys did too. And please, please, please subscribe to my channel. It helps me so much. You wouldn't even know. Like, I know many of you watch my games through SC2 Cast. Did you know I'm putting out so many replays? There's actually a delay in my replays getting up to that site. So if you subscribe to me, you can see them even earlier. And I also suggest you follow me on Twitter. I haven't been tweeting each individual game I've been uploading because once I get all the Jinro games in this replay pack, I'm going to put a playlist together and tweet that. Because I don't want like Team Liquid Pro to tweet each individual Jinro game I'm doing because they're so diligent about putting out word about their team. But I don't want people to like see Team Liquid Pro and be like, Ipcast, 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 even though how cool it would be. It would kind of seem like I'm whoring myself out. So, kind of delaying publishing these videos or publicizing them until I get the whole playlist together, and I will publicize the crap out of that. But yeah, hope you enjoy the games. Take care, and I will see you guys later.